Hi everyone, Donna here. Happy Monday to you. It does feel like Monday all day long to me today. It's been kind of a long day. Um, I wanted to talk a little bit about, well, I started to title this Finding Your Passion. And then I thought about what's really important, I guess. I'm going to move, I'm actually looking at it off to the side. There's an old saying that, if you choose a job that you love, you will never really work a day in your life. And I believe that. The thing is, accounting is not my love, believe it or not. My love has always been computer science and information technology. However, um, since I started studying computer programming in the late 70s as a middle school student and on my own. This was before the PC really even became a household thing. The guys at Radio Shack just loved me. And I've been fascinated by computers for as long as I can remember. However, and I might add, I studied computer science in college in 1985 and again in the late 90s, and everything changed in that span of time. Well, the reason that I'm not in computer science now is because I have kids. And that's really what it is. I have kids, and because I have kids, and because I chose to be home with my kids as much as I could, I wasn't able to keep up with the changes in the technology. Again, it's still my first love. I landed in accounting because I moved to Utah to actually thinking that I had a secure job in the computer science field as an intern programmer, which I had done before, and I got here and the job didn't exist. So I figured out really quick that I'm just plain good with numbers. It's kind of funny because I didn't do well in math at school. In high school, I didn't do well at math at all, but I was tutoring the honor students. And while, geometry kind of fries my brain, math, I get math. I get math. I've been able to explain it to two daughters who are not math enabled in a way that they understand what it is that I'm asking them to do. My oldest daughter was kind of corrupted by Common Core math. When I'm studying calculus and she brings home homework and I'm going, I have no idea what they're trying to ask you to do, it's a problem. So I figured out pretty quick that I'm good at organizing things, just not my things, and I'm good at figuring out numbers. So I landed in, first as an office manager, and then I landed in bookkeeping and accounts receivable, accounts payable, and found out that I do really well at it. It's not my love. The trick is not to find your passion. I kind of have had this talk with most of my kids. I have a daughter whose passion is music, and she wants to be a pop star. And now that the Harvey Weinstein scandal's blown open, I've sat her down and said, this is why I didn't want you to do that. I told her to make music an important part of your life, but you're not going to, the odds against you making a good living in music is pretty low. Kind of the same thing with dance. She loves to dance, but I sat her down and said, with your size and your build and, dance companies are looking for a very specific build, and as good as you may be, it may not be enough. And so I told her to find something else that is that will make money and that she can succeed at. Her choice has been to become a trauma surgeon, and again, I've told her this is going to be a long, hard slog. So you better know that you like it. Once you get into I think the trick is not to find what you love. I think we've had that pushed down our throats so much. It's like the whole self-esteem thing. Oh, you have to love yourself before anybody will love you. And I'm just kind of sitting back going, there's lots of people who love me and I don't really like myself. There's been times when I don't like myself. I think a lot of this stuff that we're told is kind of a load of nonsense. If your passion is 17th century French literature, you're probably not going to get a job studying 17th century French literature, unless you are lucky enough to get tenured at a university somewhere where it teaches it. But you could do that as a hobby, and you could have a job that you enjoy that maybe isn't your passion, but that you still enjoy. So I ended up in accounting because I like numbers. I like figuring out if two columns of numbers add up and if they match, the sum needs to match. And I like explaining to people why those numbers need to be there. Again, it's not something I woke up and said, oh, I want to be an accountant. It's just something I kind of fell into and realized that, well, I'm good at it and I like it. And it's not my passion, but it's good enough. I linked to an article on Forbes called, do what you love or love what you do. And like I said, the saying is, find a job that you really love and you'll never work a day in your life. Find a way to love the job that you're in, and you'll never work another day in your life. There's days that I really, really, really don't like my job. Honestly, I really, really passionately hate being a business owner. Especially being a one-man or one-person shop. I don't want to go through the trouble of hiring and training, and there's only so many hours of the day, and I have school that I have to be doing too. I really, really, really preferred it when I was working with my best friend. In fact, I hate being a business owner as much as I loved working with him. And it was wonderful because I could actually let him handle the sales and marketing, and I could worry about the fulfillment, and I didn't have to worry about, there's only 24 hours in a day. I have to sleep 8 of those hours. There's only 16 hours left. Then if you take out time for recreation and working out, well, working out brings it down to 15, and regular work day is 8, and there's just only so many hours of the day. And even though I would gladly and cheerfully work for him for free, he due to our personal relationship, we were arguing a lot, and so I took a break. One of the things that's really kind of dawned on me as I've tried to be a one-person shop, and as I've thought about hiring another bookkeeper or hiring someone to do sales, which I'm not going to do. I don't trust anyone with my sales. But I may hire another bookkeeper, and I've thought about where or if I want to take this business anywhere, and it really brings a new appreciation for what I was working with before. However, this is the situation that I'm in, and I have found it to be very important to find a way to love what I do. It doesn't matter if I'm mopping the floor. The reason for that is that life is a game. The whole point of life is to play. My religious faith teaches that life is a test, and I don't believe that. When I heard the idea that life is play, it's not a game. Games have rules. The point is to play. The point is to find joy. And the point is not to find joy just doing the things you like to do. It's to find joy doing things that maybe you don't like to do. I have had moments of great satisfaction cleaning the toilet, and let me tell you, that is at the bottom of my list of things that I like to do. In fact, it's below the bottom. I don't like cleaning work. I never have, but I like the feeling that I have when my house is clean, and sometimes I can turn it into a meditation and actually almost enjoy it. Now, the reason I'm kind of bringing all this up, again, is we're really told a lot to find your passion. Do your passion. Work your passion. Well, what if you're not good at your passion? What if it's something... Mike Rowe, who is one of my very favorite celebrities, and I think I need to find that Facebook post that he put up and link it below. I'm going to look for it. He talks about his passion is to build things. And so he took shop and he built a little box or a birdhouse or something and took it to his grandfather. It was all ready for his grandfather to say, "Oh, Mike, what a great job." And it was awful. Sometimes what we're really passionate about is not something we're good at. I'm passionate about piano playing, and I can't play the piano. I can maybe play chopsticks and a couple of other songs that I've memorized, but I'm not very good at it. My enjoyment comes from sitting back and listening to other people play the piano. There's sometimes your talent is to perform, and sometimes your talent is to listen. So find wherever you are, I guess, whether you're the CEO or the janitor, find a way to make that job your passion. I've talked about being competitive, by the way, and how, I always want to be the best at anything I do. And that has extended from everything from my very first job at McDonald's. I had to be the best floor mopper. I had to have the best, the cleanest bathrooms. Was McDonald's my passion? Oh, heavens no. Goodness gracious, it's not even very good food. But I was passionate about being the best at everything that I do. My mom will probably watch this and wonder, who I am and what happened to her daughter. But I really like to be the best, and it doesn't matter at what. If it's cleaning house, which I don't enjoy, I still want to be the best at it. And so I make a lot of games out of it. Why? Because I think, actually kind of think house cleaning is drudgery. It's not something I've ever enjoyed. But if I can get it clean and keep it clean and kind of find a way to make it pleasant, it's never going to be fun, but pleasant. Maybe by focusing on the outcome, or focusing on how good it feels when it's done, or how it smells, or something. I have been known to watch for patterns and numbers because I like to make a game of things. Don't seek your passion. That's basically what I'm saying. Find what you can reasonably like to do. In other words, if you are a very, very right-brained, creative person, don't try to go into accounting because you'll drive yourself crazy. But maybe you could go into sales because that's a fairly creative field. Find something that works for your personality, but understand that it may not be your passion. Like I said, accounting's not my passion. Accounting is something that I enjoy and I'm good at, and so I look for the things in it that I enjoy. And what I really, really enjoy the most is helping business owners succeed. And the way that I can help business owners succeed is to provide them with the information that they need to know what's going on in their businesses. It's really simple. I like to bring order out of chaos. Maybe not my house, but I like to do it with numbers. I like to look at this huge mess of numbers and paperwork and, oh my gosh, what was this person thinking? and create order out of it. That's actually what my passion is. And that's why I liked computer science, and that's why I enjoy accounting. It's to create order where there wasn't any before. I think that's about it for tonight. I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great evening.